We're gonna do mostly upper body today because if you did yesterday's with me, that was focused on the legs. Well, let's do some upper body, shall we? I just did a little run with my doggy, and so I'm warmed up and I'm ready. We're gonna do a little bit of warm up, but then we're really gonna just get into it. Okay, so let's start out with our walkout. So sliding those hands down to the toes, getting a nice stretch to the back side of the body. Tighten up on those abs so that as you come out to your plank, trying to minimize any movement right and left. Hips up. Let's do that a few times. Focusing again on keeping that torso and those hips still centered. One more time. This time when we get back out to our flat plank, we're going to press up to our down dog. So from here, can you press up? You might need to move your hands. You can pedal out those feet. Press away from the floor, chest dropping through those arms. All right, right leg up to the sky. Bend that knee and bring that all the way forward. Step that foot through. Let's rotate open. That's awesome. Hand goes back to the floor. Bring that foot back. Let's I'm going to kick that ball. Left leg up. We can bend that knee as we send that knee through and to the floor and rotate the opposite direction. We're going to do that one more time on each leg. Chest goes through. Leg comes up. Bend that knee. Send that through. I like to bend that knee first and just drop it in that opposite direction to help get a little bit deeper stretch through the front of the hip there. So leg goes up, and as I bend, I kind of rotate in that direction, feeling that extra little stretch. Bring that knee all the way forward and to the floor. Foot is flat. I'm going to rotate. That's it. I'm going to bring this foot back. Walk it back to those toes. Nice. Let's go ahead and come onto our backs. We're going to prop ourselves up using our elbows. So all I want you to do is think about squeezing the shoulder blades together to bring that torso up off the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades. So we're going to tighten up here so that the spine comes up flat. And all you're doing is driving away using your elbows. So driving your torso away from the floor and pushing those elbows into the floor. It might feel weird if you've never done this before. Sometimes people just want to do this. Use your elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Tighten up on that core. Right? So the hips and the legs are still flat to the floor. Let's go two more. And one more. All right, flipping it back over onto all fours. Knees are underneath your hips, hands are underneath your shoulders. I'm going to have you walk those hands around, try to really think about straightening through those elbows, right? As your kind of arms might get tight, might feel like you want to bend into those elbows. Let's try to keep them really strong. Hands come all the way around. Okay, now I'm going to have you flip those palms up to the sky. And here's where I might do this. Push into that floor, nice, strong, straightening out through those elbows. Deep breath here. Flip it back over. Good. All right. Feet come out to the sides. Or like on your arches here. I want you to think about squeezing the floor with your two knees, like you're trying to close these ends of your book, right? I've got my two dumbbells there, which we'll be using later. And we're just gonna kind of rock it back and forth. Now you're gonna feel that right through that inner thigh. Maybe you can come all the way down to those elbows and rock it here. Good. coming up. Easy, easy. Bring those knees in. All right, one more before we get into those dumbbells, okay? Circling that leg all the way out and into your squat. All the way around and into your squat. So I have my moderate dumbbells today. I'll be aiming for reps of around 10. If you feel like your dumbbells are lighter, right, and you know you could do more than the 10 or so reps, then by all means, add a few extra in there so that you feel that, right? I want you to feel every set, every exercise that we do. One more. Awesome. Okay, here we go. We're going to start it off with one dumbbell, and we're going to bring it between the feet as we bring it up to the shoulders in one big, nice power movement, right? So we're going to come right here. Now, as I did that, my elbow comes out. I shrug so that the dumbbell stays close to the body. It's not going to, I'm not swinging it out and then bringing it back in, right? All right, so dumbbells here, we're here. Now I'm going to rotate the opposite direction to press that up. Bring it right back down to the floor, and I switch. So I'm going to power through that leg that's underneath that dumbbell to press it up overhead. All right, let's do it. So hopefully that dumbbell is heavy enough to where you kind of feel that need to use your lower body as well. Good. Just those feet if you need to. You want to be careful that they don't get too wide. That's it. Okay. Back is flat. Belly button's pulled in tight so spine stays long. All right, you guys. 3 more here on each side, okay? Bicep close to your ear. We have 2 rounds of this first set. Last round. Last reps each side. Nice. Grab both your dumbbells. They're going to come underneath you. We're going to go into a row with those knees all the way underneath your hips. So you can stay right here as a modification, or you can bring those knees up off the floor. We're going to row both arms. Ready? So we're here. Row, row. I want you to step or hop those feet in and chest up. Stand it up. Step or hop those feet back. And again, you can also come down to those knees. Chest is always up though before you stand, okay? That's it. This is not an easy one. You want to make sure those abs are engaged so that you're keeping both feet flat to the floor. So even if you're here, tighten up on those abs and keep those hips level, right? 4 more. Chest is up, last one. Thank goodness. Nice, stay up. Okay, shake it out. We're gonna go into an overhead press. So, not just any old overhead press. One arm's gonna hold while the other one comes down and then holds. Okay? So, this is gonna use a lot of pulling in on that belly button and deepening that core to make sure, hey, we don't lean. You know, we're not trying to throw our hips out as we press, but also as that other one's holding it, we don't start to arch that back, right? We want to make sure we maintain that neutral spine. Pull it in. Everybody. Elbows up, up, and one, two, three, four. That's hard. That's it. Oh my goodness, we have one more exercise with those weights. I tell you what, it's so good for you to challenge yourself with your weights. It doesn't have to be super heavy, but something that makes you feel like you really got to work for those last few reps. That is how we get stronger. So put them in your cart, order them even if they're on back order, right? They'll come eventually and then you'll be so happy they did. Bicep curls one at a time. If your dumbbells are lighter, then go ahead and do 2 arms at once. Keep those elbows back. So we got one more exercise. It's no weights though. All right, got one more in each arm. Good job. Okay, we're gonna come into our plank from here. And we're gonna rotate to the side plank. We're gonna come under, working those obliques a little extra. Then come back, switch to the other side, reach under, and then come back. Okay? So, we're gonna start off on those toes. You need to start off on those knees by all means. You start, when you come to one side, you'll just keep that one knee down. Now from here, I'm gonna bring this arm under, really just focusing on squeezing from the bottom obliques. Right back up. Coming to the other side. Squeeze, back up. So if you're on your knees, you're here. Rotate. See, and then I'm just switching that knee out. All right, back to the toes. How's that feeling? Every time you come back to center, find your plank. Careful of losing it. So many ways to lose it. Hips stay down. Tuck the tailbone. Belly button in tight. All right, we've got 2 more on each side. So we're gonna count 4, 3, 2, and Sip of water. Hands are here. And we have one more. And then we have a little bodyweight finisher, okay? So let's get through this weight section one last time. So remember, we need that one dumbbell to start us off. 10 on each arm. We're gonna here, catch it, drive through in that press, through this hip here, okay? Alternating arms in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Chest up, hips down, squat it down. Shrug, right? The less the weight weighs, the less shrug you need. But I just want you to make sure you're keeping that weight and close to that body. This is a lot of core here too. It's a good opportunity for you to use that core right now. That's it. Remember, this is it. We're only repeating it twice. Okay, we're halfway through this one, and we don't come back to it. I'm going to turn a little so you can see. It's important to see that from different angles, right? You might catch something different. No matter what, as you're coming, back is flat. We're not rounding this way. All right, 2 more each arm. How you doing? Last one, right here. Finish it up. Awesome. All right, get that other one. Get that other dumbbell. All right, you ready? We got that. Bent over row. Up to that squat, deadlift. So, really strong. Notice this is me not so focused on what I'm doing with my shoulders. I'm going to get around the shoulders, up and back. Press into the floor, pull the belly button in. Now pull in on that belly button, right? And then I lift my knees. Row. Row. Hopper step those feet. 1. 2. Chest always up. Chest up. Okay, so before you start to row, tighten up on those abs. Three more. You got it. Nice and slow. I love these kind of full body moves. Talk about really getting strong from the core out, right? And that's what it's really about. when you think about being strong for everyday life, come on, you're moving in all different directions, doing a lot of different things. One more. Oh, good job. All right, overhead presses. All right. Oh, holding one up overhead. Oh, this one's so good for that core too. Maybe we'll even add a few marches at the end. How's that sound? To really hit that core. Yeah? Okay. Glad you like that idea too. I just came up with it. Okay, here we go. Doubles up. All right. Brace that core. One, two. Six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Okay, hold them up. Tight core. Bring those knees up in front. Don't arch to the back. Tight abs. Come on. Shoulders back and down. 2 more tight. So 4, 3, 2, 1. I can't even fake grunts that real. That was hard, you guys. That was hard. I'm telling you, this is where working your body, this is where it's at. It's not always those curls. I know we're about to do some, because everybody wants those toned arms. But if you think about really being strong, where does that come from? Where do those muscles, you want toned looking arms, right? Where do those muscles come from? It comes from being strong. Where do you really get strong? From these kind of movements that we're doing right now. Okay, come back. Do this one again. Are you ready? And of course, just throwing those beautiful biceps in there, don't worry. Let's go. Now again, I'm gonna do one at a time so I can really control my movement. But if you have weights and this is too easy to go one at a time, then you're going two, right? Just like that. All right, last 4. And I mean 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, we are done with dumbbells for good. Thank goodness, because I don't know how much more I could do with those 20s. Matt was using my 10s, so I thought I was gonna do these with 10s. I almost grabbed the 15s. I should have, but I thought, gotta challenge yourself, right? See, even I had that conversation in my own head, getting ready for class. Okay, shut up, Toriah, let's plank. Ready? Elbows, equal sign. Come on, tuck that tailbone under. Not here, but here. Up. Now, when you come under, you're keeping that shoulder forward and you're reaching back through that arm, rotating the rib cage. Hand comes back down just one time. All the way up to your side plank. Squeeze the obliques underneath that, on that side, and switch. Yes, we got this. and easy, no weights. Right? Keep the shoulders pulled down, away from your ears. I know you're still working upper body with this, right? Tricky, tricky. All right. We got one more on each side. All right. Get some water. Here's our little finisher. 1, 2. All right. It's not gonna take us very long. I was just trying to do math. Around 6 minutes, maybe less. Okay. The beautiful thing is, there's no weights, like I said, okay? We're gonna start off tricep push-ups from the floor. So that's where we get those elbows all the way in. They're not gonna come out here, right? Our hands are not here. We're not out here with our elbows and our hands. Chest is gonna come forward, okay? And we're not working to press, come towards the floor. We're working on, so elbows are in. We're working on pressing off the floor. Elbows are in. Here, hands come up, press off the floor, elbows in. So I come all the way to the floor. So I have no weight in my hands at the end of each rep. And turn, make sure you guys can see. Those elbows are in. Keep it going. Yes! We got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come up into our plank, high plank, and reach back for that opposite foot. Nice strong back. Here we go. Reach. Maybe that foot's too far. Maybe you're just reaching for that knee, okay? But either way, shoulders are directly over your hands. I'm proud of you guys. Stuff's not easy, and yet here you are, just getting it done. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Stand it up. You're gonna go side to side, skaters, and reverse lunges or plyo hops. Ready? Like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe you're not jumping. You're here. Back, back. 1. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold a plank for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna start it all over again. Yes, you can. Ready, set. Let's go. Okay, so if your hands are clasped together and you're like gripping those fists, try to bring those hands apart. Push into the floor, drive your elbows down, take your heels forward, squeeze the quads. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. You're not going very far. You're going back into that push-up. So don't move. Ready, set, and let's go. Elbows in. Press up. Yes, I'm coming for my knees because I want to make sure my back is flat. And at this point today, course, a little tired. So I'm gonna come from my knees. Awesome work. Ready? We're going back into those toe, foot, or knee taps. 3, 2, let's go. Shoulders are always over those hands, yeah. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, side to side. I know, I see like a loop in my hair. It's really behind me. Ready? Let's go. Side, side. 1, 2. Side, side. You guys are strong. You look strong. You got this. Stay with me. Come on. We're done. In like another 2 minutes, okay? Time. Let's plug it out and then do this all one more time. You only had to do the weights twice. You're doing this body weight 3 times. Let's go. You're doing awesome. Where is that thing? Pull in tight on that belly button. Relax the hands. Squeeze the quads. 3, 2, and 1. You ready? Last round. We got this. All right. Ready? Set. And go. Elbows in. The body is coming up as one solid unit. Belly button in tight. All right. Relax. 5 seconds. And you are going into, let's go. Tap it. Tap it. Shoulders forward. Good job. Stand it up. Are you ready? Let's go. Side, side. Last time. Stay light on your feet. Come on. Squeeze those quads. 3, 2, and 1. Last plank. Let's do it. And we're gonna push back to child's pose in 3, 2. Let's go. Breathe. Back is flat. We have 10 seconds to go. And push back to a child's pose. Open the knees, let the belly fall between the thighs. Walk your hands around to one side. And walk your hands around all the way around to the other side. that stretch. Yeah. Back to center. And keep your hands right there. Start to tuck your tailbone under around your body. And let's go. Shoulders down. Drop your hips. Look right, left. Oh, that was good, yeah? That's all it takes. Consistency. 1 milestone at a time. Flat to the floor. One arm in. Deep breath. Here. And roll it to the other side. And come back. I want you to come onto your side. One last little stretch. And we'll back it up. You're going to stack your hands on top of one another. Right here. Shoulder pull down. I want you to reach in. You're going to keep those knees together, right? So we're going to reach up. I'm going to make sure those knees don't move. And circle that arm around. So again, reach forward, then up. So just making sure that when you come here, you're sliding this hand past the other arm and then circle it up. Just make sure these knees don't move. One more. Right, so reaching forward. Doesn't that feel good? Other side. Make sure I don't hit that book's nightstand. All right, here, we're forward. Or I hit it anyway. Oh, there. Where that arm is behind you, that's where it's really, that's the bread and butter, right? Where you're trying to keep those knees down and you're right, melt into the floor right there. All right, 2 more. Circle. Oh, Koopa Loop. 1 more. Coop, come here. Come here, Coop. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah, that's right, Koopa. Cooper got a haircut. He's so handsome. I know you are. All right, you guys. That's it from Cooper and I. Coop, say bye-bye.